All right, so they came through and cut the right-of-ways, and there went a deer. Moultrie, come here. Moultrie, come here. So my dog tried to catch a deer. It's crossland fishing. So let's get back to it. Jonathan Crossland here, back behind the house. They came through, cut the right of way. As you can see, there's brush everywhere. What we're going to do, show you how to build a brush pile. All right, a couple things you're going to need here. I use 550 cord. Some people use mule tape or whatever. What you don't want to use is something that's going to rust and eventually break away from the brush. And I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. You can see I got cat litter containers here. We have cats, and they actually work really well. You cut the top off. We're going to put some concrete in there, stick the brush down in there. So we're going to show you two different ways to make brush piles. All right, as you can see here, I got some piled up here, mainly cedar and oak, as you can tell. What we're going to do is we're going to take some of these pieces. See, I got some small ones here, so I'm going to make some smaller brush piles to put around docks. I'm going to make a little bit, some bigger ones that we'll put out deep, make sure they stand up. So you'll need the 550 cord, like I showed you, some concrete. I got the kitty litter boxes, and then also some cinder blocks. So again, I'm going to show you two different ways to build brush piles, and we're going to go dump them soon. All right, let's look at the concrete. I'm fat, so I'm breathing heavy. Been stirring concrete. When it starts to look like that, you can see it's kind of gooey, but that's what you want right there. That's when you can start sticking your brush in. So this one's just about ready. All right, when putting them in some type of container, cat litter, don't matter, whatever you want to use, bucket. Some people, people use different things. But I like to cut mine. As you can see, I've already used limb trimmers, and I cut them so they got a little bit longer bottom where I can stick them in there and they'll set up. So just kind of remember that you want to, you want this sticking up. Little trick to keep it, I'm going to try to get those to stand straight up. You can see I got that one there. It's going to be a shorter, kind of shallow water brush pile. These I want to stand up a little more. You can see I put some tape. I'm going to kind of build a little bit of a grid so I can stand them up and then take that tape off once the concrete dries. As you can see, I didn't do that before, and look what happened. It tipped over, spilled some concrete. So be careful. All right, we got two of these built. You can see I took my hat off. It got kind of warm. It's pretty cold out here, but not huge brush piles, but I don't want them very big because I'm only trying to hold a couple fish. These here are going to go around some docks, so staging fish, when the fish pull up to docks, you get a cold front, they'll move back out and sit in this brush. So I'm only looking to hold a couple fish, typically 1 to 5 at the most, preferably one big female staged up, moves out, sits on this brush, waits for the weather to get back right. So stay tuned and we'll go dump them soon.